Welcome to Ndine Thaza, the primetime entrepreneurship TV reality game show in Zimbabwe. My name is Tatenda Trinos Dongo, but you can call me the Juggernaut. We are perhaps somewhere in the middle and more entrepreneurs to go, but today we meet another young entrepreneur in the field of organic farming. Indeed, with the advent of COVID-19, this season, Ndine Thaza is going green. We are doing farming, and not just any farming, but organic farming. Let's meet the entrepreneur for today, Takudzwa Mulambo. Check out his story.
My name is Takudzwa Mulambo, and I am a graduate of animal science. I did my Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture at the University of Zimbabwe, and I graduated in 2019. I grew up in Gutu in Masvingo. That's where I did my high school. So from the University of Zimbabwe, I started to participate in agribusiness events and meetings that can capacitate me in doing agricultural programs. So at the University of Zimbabwe, I did also my Korean language, which was sponsored by the Korean embassy. This was in 2018. I also participated in some agricultural platforms in Africa, which is called the Platform for African and European Development in Africa, which is called by PAD Phase 2, and also the FARA Network. This capacitated me to do agricultural programs, which I see as an opportunity, because nowadays we need to address the issues of food security and also the issues of climate change. So this motivates me in the line of organic production, which I am into now. We are doing fruit tree production, shade trees. We are also doing crop seedlings, which we are raising organically here in Chitungwiza, and we are now expanding also to other areas like the White House and Budiriro. And currently we are operating also at the Harare Showgrounds. What motivated me in organic farming is the need for healthy food. Nowadays, we know there are a lot of diseases that are coming up from foodstuffs, which are mainly produced with synthetic fertilizers, for example, and pesticides, prophylactic use of antibiotics in cattle, for example, in dairy cattle. So I'm motivated by healthy food, a healthy nutrition, and also an environmental consciousness, because organic production actually cares for the environment. That's why I am into organic farming. Our business is called Forest and Citrus Research Company, and it's registered. It's a registered company. It is also a member of the International Union of Forest Research Organizations, and it is the only private entity which is the member of that organization only after the Forest Commission here in Zimbabwe. We operate at the Harare Showgrounds. Currently, that's where we are selling our products. Our products include tree seedlings, which we raise organically from our nurseries. The first nursery, which is in Chitungwiza, Unit K, and we are expanding by including other players, other people who are interested in this line. So we are doing an outgrower program. So we are having also other nurseries in Budiriro and in White House. The challenges that we are facing include the issues of water supply, especially to raise the tree seedlings at nursery level. We need to deal more with the issues of sunlight, because sunlight has got a more effect to the seedlings when they are young. So that's another challenge. We need also a bigger space so that we can accommodate all the number of trees that we are targeting. For example, currently there is a national agenda on on their reforestation program. So we need a bigger space also to accommodate the large number of trees that we are focusing on. COVID-19 posed it was actually a threat to our business, especially when trying to mobilize the human resources to assist us in terms of providing the services at nursery. This actually caused some of our trees to die, so we were not able to provide all the labor because people were restricted in terms of movement. We had actually to downgrade our business so that we can try to move in this time. In case I win this $1,000, I will invest it in the equipment that we use at nursery, and also in terms of enlarging our market base. So at nursery level, I would like to put it in setting up water facilities that can support our project, be it the tanks, the hose pipes, the hysens for sunlight, and even protective clothing, which can help us to grow.
There you go. You've met our entrepreneur for today, young Takudzwa Mlambo, also balancing the gender there, a young male entrepreneur. Don't go anyway, because after the break, we have so much more action coming. But before we go to the break, I would like to reiterate that this season, the winner is walking away with $1,000 cash, thanks to our sponsor, Glytime Foods, a manufacturer in Zimbabwe who do health foods. So see you after the break. Welcome back to the second segment of Ndine, Thaza, the only entrepreneurial TV reality game show in Zimbabwe with your host, the Juggernaut. We're privileged this season that our judges are participating on the business campus, giving us advice. You've learned by now that organic farming involves 4 principles. We've got the care, the health, the ecology, as well as fairness. Today, Judge Missy would like to hear more about the fairness principle.
Thank you very much. Fairness is the last but not least of the principles. It is quite important that we have to be fair as organic farmers to all who occupy the planet that we also occupy, taking into consideration that we as humans are not the only people who are occupying the place. And it is this unfairness that has happened that has caused some problems, such as, when farmers encroach into areas where some animals are staying. You end up having problems like Zemtsoko, you end up having problems of my wild animals coming in to destroy your crops because you have encroached into their habitats. And the fairness also even goes to how you treat your own animals, your draft animals. Sometimes some people would treat their draft animals so badly. And for your own information, in organic agriculture and for organic certification, you may not even qualify your product to be organic if you are treating your draft animals so badly. Like you have your animals working like more than 8 hours or so, but you as a human being, you are having time to rest and relax. And also the other issues on the fairness is how do you treat your workers? How are you paying the right wages? Are you charging your produce the right prices? Are you not overpricing? All those are issues that are also taken into account when it comes to organic agriculture.
Thank you. There you have it from our judge. More education on organic farming. We want to go back to our entrepreneur and hear how they can articulate about their business as an organic farmer and answer to the competition question of this season. Let's hear what they have to say.
I am interested, I have much interest in organic farming because I want to eat healthy food. So I also care for the environment. That's why I want to do my business organically. In terms of how I operate, especially when we look from the nursery, I take the seeds which are of organic origin. I gather the seeds from trees, whether in the wild or the cuttings. Because some other trees, for example, apples I do from cuttings, pomegranates I do from cuttings, grapes I do from cuttings. Then other seeds like guava seeds I collect direct from the trees. So these are of organic origin. Then when I put into the plant pockets, I put now manure. I either take it from the decomposing leaves, or I use organic, which is actually formulated. For example, currently we are using what is known as the humus-on organic fertilizer, which through a partnership that we have entered into, we are receiving a supply of that particular organic fertilizer. So we apply that organic fertilizer to the tree, so that when they germinate organically and grow organically. And also this also facilitates the soil structure. This also encourages microbial activity in the soil, and which means also the plants grows well in an organic environment. So in terms of how we are operating organically, the process here at the nursery level is quite simple. It's not complicated because we start from the seeds or the cuttings. These encompass different types of trees. So in terms of integration, I can say we have got different categories of trees. We can say fruit trees. This can be your oranges, your nutches, your grapes. Then we also have the shade trees, which are specifically trees for shade, like crotons. We do them, and also like acacia. We also do timber trees. For example, the gum trees, we also have them, develop them at nursery level. Then at our nursery also, we also do seedlings for cabbages, seedlings for onions and tomatoes. So with these, we also apply these organic fertilizers to the soil. At the same time, we are also now integrating with pastures for livestock. So you can see now pastures and trees can work together, because this is now a more advanced process of agroforestry, so that at farm level one is supported to the livestock and also to the fruits, which can give a more comprehensive approach to organic farming. I'm marketing my products through a business-to-business protocol, whereby we are selling our trees to other businesses. For example, we can say there are farmers who want to do fruit production at a more higher level. Let's say they want to set a 2,000 tree orchard, plantation. So we sell them, they want it for business. So that's a business to business. Then there's also business to customer, whereby we sell individual trees to people who may just want to come and buy one or two trees. Then we are now even focusing on business to government in terms of cooperation through the reforestation program. But in terms of marketing, we're marketing also through WhatsApp groups. We also have a website that we market through. We also have a Facebook account and a Twitter account. So we reach out to people through all those platforms.
There you have it. Unfortunately, we can only find out from the judges. But remember never to miss out any of the action, even from previous seasons, by going to our social media platforms, Ndine, Thaza, or platforms. This season, we said ine kadat. Kadat kekuti, you are also participating in a competition. A competition courtesy of our sponsor, Glide Time Foods, provided you follow the program to the end and there's a question that you have to answer to be the winner for that episode. So don't go anywhere and see you after the break. Welcome back to Thaza with your host, the Juggernaut. For me, as I always say, the most exciting part of the episode, meeting and talking to the judges. Judges, greetings.
Thank you.
Let's honor the gents this time, and we start with Judge Leslie. The entrepreneur has spoken, a young man, again, Takudzwa. What are your impressions, and then we can also get into the numbers.
Yeah, well, for me, Takudzwa really gave me mixed feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, I was excited. I felt there is a bit of, to me, Ndafungoti, what he's doing there is a side hustle. Probably he's working somewhere. Look at the health of the plants. Because if what zviri paari zvacho zviri kutadza kusustain, or how about zvimwe zvaari kuita pilot manage?
What makes him an organic farmer?
Well, out of 100, I gave him a 30.
30 out of 100.
Because to me, I thought the seedling, yeah? Because he's claiming to say he is using seeds from organic origin.
Yes.
But I don't go to check guava over to eat cuttings. Can I check apple eat cuttings? To me, that's a disorientation. Why not go to certified seed producers and be sure that this is organic? Kwete kuti wangosvika pagwavha wambuya chingai wocheka wototi is organic. Yes, and so he is sanitizing a problem. I feel the young man is
here and there.
Yes, he's here.
What about enterprises? Are they there now and are they integrated?
To me, his biggest problem is water. And from the visuals that we got, the seeds are dying. There is no sustainability plan. There's a reservoir tank which can anozodiridza. So I also, gave him a 30 to say,
30 out of 50.
Out of 100, yes. To say, what exactly is the young man trying to do? You keep your water, you water your plants, so yeah.
And marketing out of 50.
Well, the marketing strategy now,
yes.
He knows what to do. For all the Ningrikin, he is the guy who is clear to say, no, if I do this, I can go and give this.
Yes.
So he's clear about what he needs to do. But on the operations part,
yes.
there's nothing that is going on the ground.
And what does it score?
Yeah, on the marketing part, well, now that he is marketing an inefficient process, I'm giving him a 25.
25?
Because he needs to correct, yes.
Than that. I want to bring you to Judge Titi. Your impressions of this entrepreneur and also your numbers.
I actually liked his presentation on the use of organic fertilizers, where he's specifically buying a specialized certified organic fertilizer, and he did mention that it improves microbial activity within the soil. Thus, he is what we're talking about, He's actually working on proper soil functioning.
Yes.
I like that. That caught my attention. And for that segment, I gave him a 60.
60? That was the mark.
Yes. He mentioned soil structure.
Okay.
He mentioned.
And for you, that's key. That's the
foundation.
Everything else is details.
Everything else is details. And also, I took cognizance of the fact that he graduated in 2019. So at the most, he's been working on this for like a year, 2 years.
Yes.
So he's really starting off.
All right. And in terms of the enterprises?
In terms of the enterprises, actually, once again, but I guess I'm taking into account the 2 years. I thought that was quite interesting.
Okay.
I kept on asking myself, why is he into tree seedlings? He's not addressing that. Then he mentioned it. He said agroforestry.
Oh, yes.
So this is very critical too, because the trees are going deep there, sucking up all those nutrients which are deep in the
down there.
right, and bringing them up in the leaves. And then he said something quite critical that I found very important. He says he's now raising pastures for livestock. So farmers can actually go to him and buy pastures for livestock. And the important thing is, yes, his soil in order, he's bringing in the pastures. So I'm sure next time he'll say cattle. What he did for his underground.
And what did he score out of 100?
I gave him a 70.
70?
100.
Balancing off with the previous judge. Quite different there from Leslie's thoughts. What about marketing? Do you agree with Leslie?
Yes.
That was quite good.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Yes, I agree, and I gave him a 50. Sorry, a 40 out of 50 for marketing.
I was about to celebrate the first 100% mark. Perhaps we'll have it later. Thank you. We want to come to wrap it up with Judge Misi. Your impressions of this young man and also your marks, please.
Yeah, this young man actually has identified a niche which he could actually utilize and anankato manye nacho, because this is a service. He's a farmer for trees, but it's actually a service that is required by the farmers. Farmers require to start with organic planting materials.
Oh, yes.
So, but I was actually quite disappointed that he didn't articulate so much to say why he thinks he's an organic farmer, he's an organic producer. Just being interested doesn't make you an organic producer.
And out of 100?
Yes, I gave him 50 out of 100 because he also maybe something that I need to quickly, caution people to say, oh yes, I'm using these organic fertilizers. And unfortunately, our market has been inundated by these self-claimed organic products. And this product, if it is not certified, and you sell that to the producers, you sell your product that has been used, where you have used this product, and it can actually affect people down the line, down the value chain. So I gave him 50 out of 100. And on the integration, I thought, yes, he mentioned agroforest, but he could have shown how the different types of trees and the pastures, benefit from each other. Vertical integration or it's a horizontal integration. So because of that, I gave him 40 out of 100. And on the marketing strategy, I thought he's got it. And I gave him 35 out of 50.
That's an agreement there. What's your number out of 50 for the inspiration?
One thing that I liked about him is, besides normal school, he was involved in extracurricular activities. Because he then showed me that he's a positive person, he's an ambitious person, not just the degree, but he also got involved in other things that would add up or that would give value to probably what he wants to achieve. Yeah, so I think he has a lot of potential, and I'll give him 40 over 50.
40 out of 50 for inspiration. Judge Titi out of 50.
35.
For inspiration, 35. Judge Misi.
I gave him 40 out of 50.
40 out of 50 there. Now, that doesn't mean much if there's no total. Let's see the total on the scoreboard. Check it out. There you have it. Not quite at the summit of the board, but somewhere in the middle. 495. Whew. The journey continues. Do we have the winner already, or we can only find out right at the end if someone can do better than 645? Your guess is as good as mine for now. We'll only find out right at the end. Don't forget not to miss any of the action by subscribing to our YouTube and all other social media platforms, Ndine Thaza as well. And remember, this season, our winner is walking away with $1,000 cash, courtesy of our sponsor. And the last but not least, you as a viewer are participating in our competition as well, courtesy of our sponsor, Glide Time Foods. What are you waiting for? Check out the WhatsApp contact on our screen, as well as the social media platforms we're going to share a link with on the screen. Once again, we come to the end of another exciting episode from the amazing panel of judges, of experts, without a shadow of doubt, from the amazing crew, which you never get to meet, and from myself, the Juggernaut. It's a wrap, and I'm out.
kana hekta yemasweet potatoes pari zvino handisati ndatanga kutoitengesa ndakachera muhomba inenge 4 chete iyoyeyo. Kana pari zvino ndiri kuita mambaira ekuprocessa processing, ndichidzidzisa vanhu kuprocessa mambaira, kumenya mambaira vachiita maflour neporridge.